Hey, what's up? This is Suki Soup. Some of you may know me and some of you may not. But for those of you who do know me, I'm back. Real Talk After Dark Radio, your host Suki Soup, where the community and the unsigned get shot.
When the stakes are high.
They say when something feel good to you, you know what's next. It probably is good for you. I told you. All y'all women in speculation, always doubting somebody of who really love you, who really wants you. What is it all about? So much hurt. But us men are creatures, we don't get no forgiveness. We try to tickle you with our words, you feel me? It ain't enough. What? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yeah.
Who do you love? Are you sure? Who do you love? What you here for? Who do you love? Are you sure? Who do you love? Yeah, I gotta know, man. I gotta know.
Damn girl, you looking fly like a model. I said it before, a genie in a bottle. You walk down the block, they wanna holler at you. You looking real good in them jeans, boy. Got them on the block and they all stuck. They looking at you and they like, damn son, she looking all good. I wanna hit it, I wanna hit it. Talking dirty to you, now your girl's in your business. Said don't deal with him, you know he wicked, right? Come on girl, you know what you really like. You like a brother that's gonna do you in all night. Fuss and fight and hold you real tight. Look you in your eyes and tell you it'll be alright. Take long walks through the park to hear you talk. Let you know what's going on, girl, what we want, what we gonna do. Things ain't always gonna be easy, boo. Like the good times, you have the bad times. Could you sit down and talk instead of arguing and tell me what you want? Listen, look me in my eyes and I look in your eyes. Let our souls lead and we can't deny. Oh girl, yeah, I hear you talk. Forget what they say, girl, what you want?
Who do you love? Are you sure? Who do you love? What you here for? Who do you love? Are you sure? Who do you love? Yeah, I gotta know, babe. I gotta know.
It's a thin line between love and hate. That's the first mistake that we make. See a body that's looking banging. Don't really know the mental state and you claiming that she did you wrong. You did yourself wrong. You didn't get to know her, that's what's wrong. But if you do, and she let you, and if he let you, what you gonna do? R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Respect go a long way, can't you see? A lot of secrets and lies fly in the sky. We hoping that they just don't come by. We don't really want to be exposed. No one never knows the next one. You don't know. It's years of things that they've been through. Damn, you know what I mean?
Who do you love? And are you sure? Who do you love? And what you here for? Who do you love? And are you sure? Who do you love? Yeah, I gotta know, babe. I gotta know. Who do you love? Are you sure? Who do you love? What you here for? Who do you love? Are you sure? Who do you love? Yeah, I gotta know, man. I gotta know.
What up? You heard me? Rock with my dog lady Dahlia. If you're not rocking with her, you a hoe out here. You bitches better hide.
Four car, I push big bag, blowing woods. Fuck that nigga, I ain't good. Getting money as I should. Four car, I push big bag, blowing woods. Fuck that nigga, I'm good. Getting money as I should. I reconstruct the beat, I give it surgery. A bitch lying, she saying if she ain't heard of me. Flow on fire, I spit, I'm giving third degree. Ain't jacking shit, this blick is over burglary. Big dog, I bark, I'm leaving murder scenes. Great white eye chalk, yeah, I murder things. Shit get real, really real. Like Stranger Things, you disappear for real. No, this ain't a game, money in the bank, diamonds in my chain. I'm ballin' for real, still ain't got a deal. Once I grind until I touch a mill. See the pain when I smile, so I put ice up in my grill. Luxury, I like to drive, so I foreign up the wheel. That's what it's really how I live, that's motivation. Bitches steady hating, procrastinating. Partners turn to snakes, I guess the love is fabricated. And loyalty, I trust, that's what I call dedication. These bitches, they switch up, I guess I'm really intimidated. Blowing bags, popping tags, there's no limitations. Cause, I push, fuck that nigga, I'm good. Grinding the grind, I had to struggle, lost some niggas to this shit. I used to call that nigga brother, used to kiss that nigga mother. Now when I see him, I say fuck him. Can't be seen out with no bustles, can't hang with you if I don't touch you out the muscle. Every day get up and hustle, bitch, I ain't scared of no tussle. Fuck that nigga, I ain't trying to cover. Ain't no money in them covers, bitch. Buses ain't no ushers, ass you said did some gushers. Get your man before we rush him. Ain't my nigga, so it's fuck him. Boy, car, I push, big bang, blowing woods. Fuck that nigga, I ain't good. Getting money as I should. Boy, car, I push, big bang, blowing woods. Fuck that nigga, I'm good. Getting money as I should. Running the grind, I had to struggle, lost some niggas to this shit. I used to call that nigga brother, used to kiss that nigga mother. Now when I see him, I say fuck him. Can't be seen out with no bustles, can't hang with you if I don't touch you up the muzzle.
To save the future, we have to repair the past.
I slept on the
Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me who the greatest of them all. Waited a long time just to make it through that door. Stepping in that muddy rain, arms on the corner, one chain. They don't even know you, but they out there screaming like, what's your name? I think it's a hustle. Haters think they can touch you. Same time they be plotting on you and they wanna just get next to you. Same old shicey shit. Yeah, see you innocent. What happens when you hit the bottom? All them friends gon' still be friends. Tell them what you want, boo. He will thug it out with you. Tell them what you need, boo. He will give it all to you. Tell him what you want to. He will tell you what he wants to. Tell him what you need. He will tell you what he needs to. If you tell him what you need, he will tell you girl just what he needs. If you show him what you want, he will show you the same thing, girl, what he wants. Ain't no way to get around it. Ain't no way to get around it. Only thing you got to do is stand up and be real about it. He got your back, you got his back, and that's a fact. Girl, you got his back, he got your back, and that's a fact. Yeah. Tell him what you want, boo. He will thug it out with you. Tell him what you need, boo. He will give it all to you. Tell him what you want to. He will tell you what he wants to. Tell him what you need, boo. He will tell you what he needs to. Tell him what you want, boo. He will thug it out with you. Tell him what you need, boo. He will give it all to you. Tell him what you want to. He will tell you what he wants to. Tell him what you need, boo. He will tell you what you need to. Tell him what you want, boo. He will thug it out with you. Tell him what you need, boo. He will give it all to you. Tell him what you want to. He will tell you what he wants to. Tell him what you need, boo. He will tell you what he needs to.
Really was right at time, right around was by your side. Overlooked on the line, it was killing me inside. Can't believe that you would leave, can't believe what you achieved. Can't believe you hurting me, can't believe I can't believe. Really was right at time, right around was by your side. Overlooked on the line, it was killing me inside. Can't believe that you would leave, can't believe what you achieved. Can't believe you hurting me, can't believe I can't believe. I was gone forever, was that for worse or for better? For you to change like the weather. I was down for whatever, but you would be my protector. Your rules, you was my professor. The truth, I'm really in pressure. You made me feel so much lesser. Dang it, baby, would have done anything to be a lady. Mind racing, my thoughts driving me crazy. Feeling cloudy and hazy. All this is what you would make me. Was it real? Was you faking? Well, I love again, maybe. I really was right at time, right around was by your side. Overlooked on the line, it was killing me inside. Can't believe that you would leave, can't believe what you achieved. Can't believe you hurting me, can't believe I can't believe. Really was right at time, right around was by your side. Overlooked on the line, it was killing me inside. Can't believe that you would leave, can't believe what you achieved. Can't believe you hurting me, can't believe I can't believe. Stuck by you, shit, I was stuck to you and put all of my trust in you. Invested love and time in you, and I wasn't ready for who knew. All the beatings and cheating, the bitch was itching and tweaking. Well, I was barely mistreated. Jealousy turned you to a demon, abuse to cover your reason. No explanation, you're leaving. Back to the gut wasn't breathing. Real life, you don't know the meaning. Just for your love, I was fiending. Since slow late night, I'm up thinking why you out speaking and grieving. Really was right at time, right around was by your side. Overlooked on the line, it was killing me inside. Can't believe that you would leave, can't believe what you achieved. Right at time, right around was by your side. Overlooked on the line, it was killing me inside. Can't believe that you would leave, can't believe what you achieved. Can't believe you hurting me, can't believe I can't believe.
What you doing tonight?
Wanna
Time to
have
go.
fun.
Come on, we got a flight to catch. Stop
Just
playing.
wanna have fun.
Stop. Get ready.
Fun, 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 fun.
Standing in the mirror, remind myself after a long week. Boss lady, my business is on fleek. Oh, I said my house is clean, kids are cared for. Yeah, got my money, but a lady just needs more. I said I'm feeling like a hot tamale, and I'm ready to party. Yeah, sanded butter on my body, and I'm ready to roll. I said, hey ladies, I'm feeling myself, so turn off your phones, we have a flight to catch, and leave all your troubles at home, girl, cause girls wanna have fun. Girls just 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 wanna have fun. Me and my girls are hanging after a long week. Girls just wanna have fun. 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 Me and my girls are hanging after a long week. Money in the bank. Vacation is on fleek. We're in the streets, out in the bars. Yeah, and the fellas all day looking all so neat. I said, Jane, jump in the drop top. Let me see you move your big bang, baby. Today is the day, cause it's 90 degrees out. And girls wanna have fun. Girls just 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 wanna have fun. We wanna have fun, girls. Girls just wanna have fun. We wanna have fun. Girls just wanna have fun. Girls, let me hear you. Girls just wanna have fun. Girls just wanna have fun.
Phone charging slowly? This is the fastest phone charger on the market.
There's a 90% chance.
Intelligent,
Bold,
Wise,
driven,
innovative,
fearless,
that's
nerdy,
gangster.
Turn up the beat a little bit, bro. Y'all already know it's Jack Black in this bitch. Can I what? Let me what? Let's go.
Never ask no one for shit. They get a little cash and they think they the shit. I don't give a damn cause they could get hit. Hold on, let me talk my shit. My mama and my daddy gone. They raised me right, so I'm never gonna fall. Even if my back gets raw, I'ma still talk my shit. When it gonna cash, I toss it. Champagne bottles, toss it. Don't get caught in emotion. This high ain't got them open. Hopped in a whip, I sport it. Your whole style is boring. I still wear Ralph Lauren. Overseas, I'm gonna go touring. All blue hundreds is snowing. This fat bitch be flowing. All black on, omen. Don't speak unless you spoken to. I do what I wanna do. Still got pounds in the storage. Catch me on park near Morris. Shades on, moving too cautious. Smoking with me, not an option. Oh, we playing tag, bitch. I'm it. Ain't here, Bruce Benedict. Don't trip. Hell nah, boy, you can't hit this. All my niggas move too vicious. No future, get wicked. Goddamn, so gain up in the shit. Goddamn. These niggas be showing me fake love. I just run up a bag. I don't get mad when I got my shades on. Moving funny, no phase on. I keep it my distance. All these new niggas, man, they look suspicious. God damn. Never ask no one for shit. They get a little cash and they think they the shit. I don't give a damn cause they can get hit. Hold on, let me talk my shit. My mama and my daddy gone. They raised me right, so I'm never gonna fall. Even if my back gets raw, I'ma still talk my shit. Never ask no one for shit. They get a little cash and they think they the shit. I don't give a damn cause they can get hit. Hold on, let me talk my shit. My mama and my daddy gone. They raised me right, so I'm never gonna fall. Even if my back gets raw, I'ma still talk my shit.
Gang, bitch. Sue gang in this bitch, nigga. Gang. Fuck y'all niggas talking about, you heard? What? I'ma still talk my shit.
The mood you got me in has me feeling like different type of special. You don't look at the way you look at me. You make me feel like I'm the one. Constantly you're on my mind. Sometimes I even want to call you, but I can't find the strength within myself to say the words to you. You know, you drive me crazy. You know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. I really wanna be your lady. You know I wanna be your lady, yeah. I can be the woman you need. I'll love you the way you need to be loved. I wanna feel your touch. Damn, you on my mind too much. Constantly I want to love you. Every time I see you walking down the street and your eyes look into mine. Every night I lay my head on my pillow. You know your love, it drives me crazy. You know it drives me crazy. Oh, you know your love, it drives me crazy. I really wanna be your lady. You know I wanna be your lady. Oh, you know your love, it drives me crazy. I really wanna be your lady. You know I wanna be your lady. The mood you got me in has me feeling different. Your hands so strong, your love so strong. I always find myself thinking about you. Look at me, look at you, look at me, look at you, baby. Baby, your love is driving me crazy. and crazy. You know it's driving me crazy, crazy, and crazy. And everything you know that's ooh, you know your love it drives me crazy. I really wanna be your lady. You know I wanna be your lady. Oh, you know your love it drives me crazy. I really wanna be your lady. You know I wanna be your you know it's driving me so crazy, crazy. Sitting here one day, couldn't wait till you got home. Looking at the clock, it's about 4 more hours left. But I love you. Just sitting in my room, waiting for that day to come and show me my path. I've been through so many obstacles. I've been through so much in my path, and I can't see where I belong. I need some place, I need some guidance. Can you show it to me? You always knocking at my door, needing my help. But when I need you, where you at? I need some guidance. Can you show it to me? But I'm looking for my way back home. I feel like Dorothy, I'm lost. I feel like the Wizard of Oz. I've got to find me the Oz. Can you show me which way to go? I don't see no yellow brick road. I just want some guidance. Can you give it to me? Can you give it to me? I need some place, I need some guidance. Can you give it to me? I tried to find my way back home. Do I have to click my heels 3 times to make it back home? I need some guidance. Can you show it to me? I said I need some guidance. Can you give it to me? I need some guidance.
Need some guidance.
Give it to me.
Heels 3 times
just to make it back home. Yeah. That was the Suki Souk, y'all. Real Talk After Dark Radio. How y'all doing? We right here on the Best Kept Secret, streaming live tonight. If I'm too loud, please let me know. Yes. Okay. Everybody knows our topic tonight is how to love yourself. And I'd like to thank everybody that came in last week. Want to thank DJ J, Grandma's favorite uncle, Uncle J. Yes, so I want to send him a shout out. Half Pint. Shout out to you, Half Pint. You be doing your thing on that reggae mode on Thursday nights. You be killing us. I would like you to please be a guest on our show when you get a chance and get some time. Contact me, please. So tonight, learning to love yourself. You know, that's a hard thing to do because sometimes you don't know if you're loving yourself or not. Right? Catch 22. Why you don't know? Because you have no knowledge sometimes of the way you're moving, the things you're doing, because you're busy putting everybody and everything besides you first. Okay? And shout out to Picasso. He's supposed to call in. He's getting bad service, so he may not be co-hosting tonight, but you are here in spirit. No problem. So the thing that I just said, the key word was, how do you know you're loving yourself? Don't know, because you put in everything and everything before you. Okay. Loving yourself is a process. Loving yourself is a learning situation, because sometimes we hurt ourselves when other people hurt us. And we have to realize when we're doing that. And we have to realize how to put ourselves first. Some of us on this planet have been doing so much for everybody and putting everybody first that we forget about ourselves. And that could be your family, your husband, your homegirl, your friends. It could even be your paycheck every week. Every week you got a certain amount of people you have to give money. It's not a bill. It's just people that you choose to take care of that don't know how to take care of themselves. And that drags you down as well, because sometimes, like I said, you forget about yourself. How do we get back to ourselves? Sometimes we wind up having children, and we get married, and we run into family, and we forget ourselves. We forget to give ourselves time. We forget to give ourselves me time. Loving yourself. Okay. If anybody like to call in, be a guest, and tell me about how they love themselves, or help a sister out there that needs to learn how to love herself, your opinion counts. Your story counts. So if you like to, please, you guys can go to Global Music Entertainment Inc. and go to the YouTube chat box, and you can find the link to the StreamYard, or you can go to Grooves on Facebook, Old School Grooves, connected to the Best Kept Secret, and you can find the link there. Or you can find it at the Best Kept Secret Radio Network.com chat room. Okay, so now, and I want to make sure I hit every point about how we forget about ourselves. You understand? I want to make a kind of example. Sometimes you're happy. You're happy in your skin. You're happy with everything you're doing, right? And then somebody comes into your life, and they brighten up your day, make it even brighter. Now remember, you got yourself together. You when you walk out the building, everybody want to know who you are. When you walk into a building, everybody want to know who you are. And you're full of spunk all the time. But then you fall in love. You're in love, you're in a relationship, everything is going great, right? You're cooking, you're cleaning. You even had a couple of kids for that man. And you're in the house, everything is always happy. As long as he's doing the right thing and treating you right and not doing anything to trigger you, you're happy. But once that person, it could be for man or woman, once that person trigger you, and it triggers you so bad, you don't cook no more, you don't clean, and sometimes you probably even neglect the kids. You understand? And you neglect everything that you have to do in the house. Why? Because that one person that you love so much, that you put so much of yourself into, right, has disappointed you and shut down your whole world. How are you supposed to come back from that? When a man starts beating on you and trying to discipline you as if you're his child, how do you come back from that? When your man or your girlfriend cheats on you and you catch her red-handed or it happens in front of you, how do you come back from that? All those things create triggers to stop you from loving yourself, to stop you from going back to that girl you were or that man you were before that situation came out, before you got into that situation, before you had children, before you did anything. You were so happy and knew how to do for yourself because all you had was yourself. So how do you get back from that? And that's the question. Okay. Anybody would like to come in and try to give us pointers on how to love ourselves, or if they've been to a situation like that and they started loving themselves, so our co-host just popped in. He should be popping in back in a few minutes. But what I'm saying is, how do we get back to who we used to be after we done evolved so much things in our lives? And can we blame ourselves? Should we hate ourselves? Should we beat ourselves up because of it? No. We're supposed to pick up ourselves, get back on the right foot, and go back to who we were. Go back to what made us happy before that situation came in. How do we do that? Because we don't know how to stop thinking. We can't forget what the person did to us, right? And we can't throw it in the garbage and never see it no more. But I don't have a conclusion to what I'm asking or what I'm speaking of. But my conclusion, because I've been there, you understand? Sometimes when you put yourself in these situations and people will say, oh, well, why did you pick him to be with anyway? You don't know anybody when you meet them. You could be with them 5 years and still don't know them. You don't know what surprises they're going to come with. What are they going to neglect you with? Who they are or what they really do. You really don't. You only know as much as somebody lets you know about them. You hear that? You only know as much as somebody lets you know about them. Okay? Unless you ain't got a camera on them 24/7 and you're studying their moves, you don't know nothing about anybody you're dealing with. I don't care if you just got married to somebody. You still don't know them. You're going along and you're moving day by day as y'all grow for you to really learn that person. And after 10 years, then you start to learn all their habits. Then you start, there's things that will still be surprising 20 years later that you never knew, that probably was in your face the whole time, but you didn't notice it because you're so in love. Okay? But we have to be in love with ourselves first in order to love and get the proper love. Okay? And you may not get the proper love, but whether you do or not, you have to learn to love yourself and be satisfied with satisfying yourself. And that's what I want to say. Learn to love yourself. Okay? How do you know you're not loving yourself? You're not eating properly. You're not getting dressed like you used to because something has put you into a deep depression. People don't call it depression. They don't want you to call it depression, but usually that's what it is. Sometimes the situations you put yourself into in life causes a depression in your life because no, you didn't know. You don't have hindsight to see what's going to happen in the future. No, you didn't know. But should you beat yourself up because you didn't know? Should you stop loving yourself because you didn't know? It's not the end of the world. There are so many people out here. There are people going around here saying, oh, this person don't love me. That person don't love me. You would never have to worry about somebody loving you unless it was your husband, even your boyfriend, even your parent. You understand? You wouldn't worry about that love if you seen a way to love yourself. And I learned that, once you start loving yourself, whoever love you, like you, or you don't care no more because you are so content with loving yourself. You make yourself happy. You're happy with your life. You're happy of the choices you made in life. And some of us love to blame other people for why we don't love ourselves. No, we can't blame other people. Once you stop taking care of yourself and being the person that the person met you as, they start losing interest. They start looking at you different. It's not their fault. Feelings, sometimes you can't control some feelings, especially when something has tortured you so much in a part of your life that you just feel like you need to walk away. And a lot of people don't know how to walk away from trauma and abuse because they lived it all their life. Their parents abused them. They seen trauma with their parents. So yeah, when they meet somebody who's full of drama and trauma, they know how to love them because they know how to bypass all that trauma that's going on. But can they stop it from destroying their life? That's the question. The choices we make in life tells us whether we love ourselves or not. Because if we love ourselves and we see something at the beginning, we see the red flags from the door, we would say, okay, I love myself too much to allow this to go on. I love myself too much to allow him to talk to me this way. I love myself too much to allow her to come in my house and take advantage of me this way. I love myself too much to allow you to take all my earnings and put it in your pocket. That's loving yourself. Taking responsibility for the things that you allow to happen in your life. I had to do that. And a lot of us have to do that to come back to ourselves, to being ourselves. Okay? And why I mentioned a relationship at first, because the relationships is for a woman is drastic. And for certain men, it may be. A lot of men keep quiet. They don't want to look like a wimp in front of society if their wife is beating on them or if their wife is just treating them and they sitting there letting their wife continuously take advantage of them because they feel like, oh, I can't find nobody else. Nobody else is going to love me. One thing abuse does do to somebody is put them in denial about where they can go from here. Put them in denial about whether anybody else would ever want them in life. Because that one person treated them so bad that they just feel like everybody out there is probably like that. And there's nobody out there that's going to love me. Him putting his hands on me is just showing him he loves me. And I'm going to continuously stay here. There are ways to get out of bad situations. Stop leaving and contacting the person. That's not easy neither. Because once again, you don't love yourself enough to walk away and stay away for good. You don't love yourself enough. You rather go through the pain just for a moment of good love. You rather go through the pain just for a moment of good love. Yeah, you could rewind it and play it again. It's true. Because the good love that you're staying for, the potentialness that you want so much that you see in that person is never going to come out. But you're going to continuously be sitting there waiting for it because you see it. Just for a moment. Maybe a moment every 6 months, maybe a moment every 2 months, or a moment when I just feel like, oh, I just remembered you're still here. You're here with me, and that's something people need to think about. Do I want to stay for this moment of love every other month for the abuse? You don't get a moment of the abuse. The abuse lasts longer than a moment of love. Just think about it. And if you leave yourself for a moment of love, you don't love yourself. You only love yourself in moments. That's just my opinion. Everything I say on this radio show is my opinion. Okay. Some things I just seen, or some things I've seen in people's lives. I won't never mention people's names, but we have to stop searching for love out of the people that abuse us. We have to stop searching for love out of the people that take advantage of us. They don't love us. They only love us for what we can do for them. You heard me? They only love us for what we can do for them. Okay? So if anybody want to come on a talk show and talk about the topic, you are more than welcome. You can call the phone 347-792-0249, and I'll put you on speaker so everybody can hear you. You don't have to show your face. So the number to call in is 347-792-0249 if you like to speak on the topic. And anybody who would like to be on the StreamYard, on the video with us, please feel free to go to Global Music Entertainment, Inc. All right. And you can get the link there in the chat room. You can also go to the Best Kept Secret Radio Network.com, and you can find it in there as well. All right. So we're going to go into a commercial break and give people a chance to catch up to the topic and take some calls. We'll be back shortly. All right. Yes. Some more artists on our playlist. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Niggas ain't shit. I done did everything to help niggas get lit. I done tried everything to help niggas get rich. Watch niggas turn bitch, I kept it chunky, never switch. Niggas turn snitch, I kept it thorough, never switch. 10 toes since birth, till they put me in the dirt, till they put me on the shirt. I be reppin' for the turf. I was putting in work, trying not to get murked. We ran the bees crazy, they prayed for my old earth. But then came the rain, all the pain and the hurt. Who you know stronger than me? I suffered it the worst. My brother Buddha Black, I seen his casket in the church. My baby boy Nas carried his casket to the hearse, and it hurts. But watch me put God first, I said it hurts. But watch him suffer was worse. Done lost everything, they tell me put God first.
Yo, mama cries, baby do right. And all I can say is, mama, I love you, don't you worry, baby's airtight. Midget-minded, my mentality is to die for a block. And I will kill my own kind to keep my stock.
Same fight, different round, hoping shit get better. I just spoke to Tuesday, I wrote Reese a letter. JPEG some cheddar, email some flicks. Son just an hour away, and niggas got whips. How quick they forget them out of town trips. But travel over the world, chasing behind the bitch. You niggas ain't shit, need to treat them like licks. Need to treat them like marks, run down in the dark. Snatch a nigga chain, tap his pocket, snatch his heart. He say he for the team, he ain't doing his part. Reese coming home, so I gotta move smart. I can't get knocked or outlining chalk. I need the world up in these hoodies, need a song up on the charts. I get with baby bro, we gon' hit up St. Laurent. He got $1,000 cup, I got a blunt full of runs. See, I'm the boss, big, so I be doing what I want. Yeah, I'm the boss, big, so I be doing what I want. Independent entrepreneur, businessman, hustler sticking to the plan. I'm a businessman, hustler sticking to his plan. I'm a businessman, no play.
You know I love you, boy. Always have, always will. Keep that shit low and airtight. Recognize the size of yourself. You, my nigga, you gonna be alright. Word.
Motor Sport. 2-1, 2-1. Swago. Yeah. I broke through the gates at the bottom. I had the key, I set them free, I let them escape from the bottom. They never could say I forgot them. Spotlight on the diamond, Big Apple got me riding. Work, work, work. On my Steve Jobs, swear I should clock it, Used to hustle in the lobby, still a couple steps behind me. Motor. Not a hustle, can you find me? Still a slay, a couple thotties. Motor. Pie head till I drop dead. I do not fuck with no mollies. Don't want no fuck shit around me. I'm here for the brain, I can't fall in love with a zombie. Got the riches, now I'm rowdy. Jack the beat and then I'm outie. Turn this bitch into a robbery. Get too crazy, it's a homie. Bang, bang. Get too crazy, it's a homie. Bang, bang. Get too crazy, it's a I got your chick smoking Valley, trips in the Cali. Love when she whip the Denali. She on a mission with daddy, send up the Addy. She fall in line with the bitches I tally. The bitches a baddie, couple of blondes, couple brunettes and it varies. No time just to tune in with Jerry. You be a fool to compare me. Fuck up the booth, do you hear me? Lose it, get buried. Squeezing the juice out the berry. Motor Sport. Squeezing the juice out the berry. Fight back, fight back. Thought you was losing it, right? Right. I black. Hitting the streets, I'm dodging the blue and the whites. Right. My flow like my bitch is unique. Right. No such thing as two of a kind. I'm drilling this shit in her head. I'm just trying to screw with her mind. Boom, 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 boom. That's the sound of the beamer. Never seen a series cleaner. Switching the V up, switching the V up, switching. And the place say we live. Fuck a renty nigga, these mines. Dollar bills, dollar bills. All green like street signs. Yo, shit isn't loudy. I take one pull in this shit and get cloudy. The shit was just lousy. Numbers look right, I'ma fuck up the county. Fuck up the county. My shit on the milli, liable to fuck up the city. I know they do not want any. This is the bread for the strippers. I throw every penny. See, I'm with the bitch that was headstrong. This why you niggas get stepped on. Ain't worth a dime when the check gone. If you think that they living, you dead wrong. Count up the Benjamin, the Benjamin. I ain't even 2 minutes in. Niggas know that I'm a menace. Go and tell them Motor did the shit. Count up the Benjamins, the Benjamins. I ain't even 2 minutes in. Niggas know a menace did the shit. Go and tell them Motor did the shit. Yeah. 2-1, 2-1. Motor. Go and tell them Motor did the shit. Go and tell them Motor did the shit.
Is with me. We back. Yes, guys. Yes, we're back. We're back.
What's good, everybody?
We got Picasso on the line.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Listen, right now I'm at the airport, but I couldn't be with y'all there physically. But you can get me with the vocals. But yeah, but tonight's show is talking about learning to love yourself.
Yes.
And I guess most of us, we have a tendency of actually, we'll love others more than we love our own selves.
Yes.
We'll invest time, patience, money, and everything else into another person, and we don't even love ourselves enough to even do that much. And self-love is a very big thing, people, nowadays that we need more than ever. Because a lot of times you won't go for a lot of BS that people will hit you with. You won't sit there and be put through a lot of nonsense that you don't have to go through if you just love yourself just a little bit more. I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you got a boyfriend, a girlfriend. It does not matter. You have to love yourself just that extra mile. Trust me, you will not be mad. It will make up for itself in the end. A lot of us do this nowadays. We're so hooked on the people that we love and that we with. We forget to take care of ourselves. We forget to sit there and pamper ourselves, treat ourselves, do the small things that make you happy. You're quick to do it for someone else, but how quick are you to do it for yourself?
Yep. So we was basically saying that I was saying that a lot of people out there are saying, "Dag, I just want somebody to love me. I just want somebody to see me." What do you take from somebody saying, "Oh, I just want people to see me"? They're married, they have children, they have a husband, but they still want people to see them.
Well, see, let me tell you something. When you get with a person and you're actually with them, you should only worry about your spouse seeing you. That's supposed to be the only thing that matters. A lot of us, we want attention and acceptance from the world. To whereas we got somebody at home who's willing to do it. You ever hear people say things like, "Oh, you're my boyfriend, you're supposed to say that," or "You're my girlfriend, you're supposed to say that."
Yeah. Like you looking for it from somebody else.
Yeah. But a lot of times we do that in relationships. And we feel like our spouses are supposed to do this. And to whereas we feel like, well, because they're with us, this is what we're supposed to get from them. And it doesn't mean special, doesn't have any value. In all actuality, it does have value to it. It's just you're used to getting it on a regular basis. It starts to lose value to you because you feel like your spouse got to do this. Not realizing your spouse don't have to do this. If you get up every day and your spouse tells you, "I love you. Hey, gorgeous, how was your day? Hey, beautiful, how you doing?" When your spouse gets up and tells you that every day, it should never lose value. It should increase value.
That's right.
Because there are some people in relationships who don't get that, who don't have that. To whereas they get up and be like, "Oh my God, it's you again." You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, we have to sit there and understand that, guess what? Like I said, just a little bit of love goes a long way. We're so concerned and we're so worried about people watching us on social media, people watching us whenever we go out the house. Like, half of us get done up just for that purpose.
Yeah.
And we got spouses.
Yeah.
We have spouses. Half of us get done up before we leave out the house just for that purpose. And we have spouses. Okay, people? You got a husband at home, but you going crazy on Instagram and Facebook. You got a boyfriend at home, a girlfriend at home, but you going crazy on social media, dating apps and things like that. To whereas when we step out the door nowadays, we're not stepping out for ourselves. We're trying to impress everybody else.
Yep. Yep.
And have a whole person at home.
Yep. And men and women do it. It's not only men, and there are men in abusive relationships who stay there because they don't want nobody to know what they're going through. And if they do break up, they don't want to let the world know why they broke up. They're afraid to leave the situation. Hey, Dara. Right. Yep.
And listen, for those of you who have a need to be seen on social media, listen, don't get me wrong. I am guilty of, posting up where I go, what I do. I don't do that too much of posting up what I eat because you know what's funny about it? Why the hell would you care what I'm eating? You're not eating it. Mm-hmm. But I will sit there and post things up. And at the end of the day, guess what? If they get a like, they get a like. If they don't get a like, I don't really care. My object on social media is to at least try to have somebody. To whereas, guess what? If I have a spouse at home, this is us. This is what we're doing. This is how it's supposed to be. To whereas, why would I care what somebody else says on social media? Why would I care what social media thinks? For that matter, when I have a whole spouse at home who sleeps next to me, loves me, takes care of me, feeds me, Make sure I'm good. Make sure I have a better day if my day's going bad. And make sure my day's so bad it can't get no worse. That guess what? She's there in that struggle with me. Why would I care about what social media is looking at when it comes from me?
Yeah, that makes sense. But now another thing of loving yourself is a lot of people blame other people for not loving themselves. It's nobody's responsibility at the end of the day to love you. Do you know that?
Oh, of course. Listen.
Whose responsibility? Yeah, you're responsible for creating your happiness.
Let me tell you something. When you get up in the morning, okay, how you wake up, how you get up, how you start your day is very important. That's a big part of self-love. When you get up in the morning and you get up and you start your day and you motivate yourself and things like that, that's a very big part of self-love, because you know what? I don't care if you have nothing to do in that day. It's about to thrive. You have to be willing to thrive every day, even if it's just to do nothing and chill around your house.
And nobody said it's easy. Nothing comes easy in life.
Listen, sometimes it gets depressing. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Sometimes it can be depressing because it's an ongoing struggle. And it's sometimes you may feel like you're alone. And that may be true. But you're never alone.
That's right.
You're never alone. I don't care where you go. There's somebody who will call your phone looking for you.
That's right.
There's a man upstairs above who watches over you. So when it comes down to it, we have to learn how to sit there and settle. Sometimes it's a pride thing. We have too much pride to whereas we don't want to ask for help. Or guess what? If I'm feeling a little bit down, I may need somebody to cheer me up. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be depressed like this. And it's lonely, it's not fun, or anything like that. If I learn how to love myself and to break these cycles, guess what? I don't continue on going about this and letting it continue, because now I'm putting a stop to it.
That's right. That's right. And you're responsible for loving yourself at the end of the day. You're responsible for making yourself happy. Why? Because
that is correct.
How you love yourself is how you put out love. Okay. How you discipline yourself is how you disallow and allow whatever it is that you don't want in your life. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? You know, so it's just stop blaming people for not loving you in order for you to love yourself. Did I say that right?
No, actually, you said it perfectly, because guess what? You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. 100%.
You know, so that right there is something people need to think about. Stop blaming because he doesn't love you. That's why you letting go of yourself. You don't get dressed. You don't do things to make yourself happy anymore because you're so worried about where he's at, what he's doing, and how much he insulted you and put you down. That's only one person's opinion, honey.
Exactly. Exactly. And let me tell you
and
something.
It hurts more when it's somebody that you're deeply in love with, that you're thinking one day is going to marry you. Every girl's fantasy when they're with a man, just about, not all women, but most women, when they get with a man, they always wonder, this is my husband, is this the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with me? You understand?
Yeah, but guess what? If you got this person, you have to maintain yourself just like the first time you got them.
That's right.
So in other words, you know how, and listen, I'm going to touch a little feathers on this one, so I know a couple of y'all going to feel some kind of way. But women, you know how you do your hair, you get your nails done every week before you got with a dude, right? Before you got comfortable. Because that's where it comes in a lot of play, comfortability. Before you got comfortable, you would get up, you'll go out, you'll look good, do your hair, do your nails, be a go-getter, put your makeup on, whatever the case may be, and guess what? Make sure you was killing it out there when you walked in them streets. But then when you got with somebody, guess what? You started to let yourself go. You cannot let yourself go because he's comfortable with you. Even if he's comfortable with you and you are comfortable within yourself, You have to still maintain yourself, because what you're not doing, chances are, and listen, most men are going to hate me for saying this, but most men do go looking for somewhere else because they be like, listen, I want that sex appeal at home. I want my missus to take care of herself, to make sure she's well groomed, to make sure she's handling her business, and making sure that she got that confidence. And most men, we have to exhibit that to our spouses, to our women. Because a lot of times, guys, they're so much caught into themselves, you forget that you got a missus at home. Guess what? You may forget about her, but somebody else won't. So you got to give that love and also receive that love in any relationship. But first and foremost, give yourself love. Because if you love yourself first, you can love anybody else.
That's right. That's right. And then you'll know what not to accept and what not to allow. Like I said earlier, I love myself too much to allow you to beat on me. I got to go. Get love.
That is correct. That is definitely correct. But so, I mean, like, and people, you got to remember, loving yourself means not carrying somebody else's burden. Loving yourself means not willing to accept the nonsense, the bullshit, the headaches, the drama, because you don't want to start over new. A lot of us, we do that.
Yeah.
We stop loving ourselves because we're so comfortable used to this person's bullshit. We'll deal with it to whereas, and we keep them around. That's not loving yourself whatsoever. Loving yourself is telling that spouse of yours, yo, listen, let's put a stop to this.
That's right.
I can't allow you to do me like this. Not only have I been good to you, but I've been better to myself. So this to me, I think it's time that you exit. That's what loving yourself will make you do.
Yeah.
And a lot of us, we can't get comfortable in a relationship because this person sticks around. No, we have to sit there and do better for ourselves. Whereas if you allow the person to do you like that, guess what? You'll be a doormat for anybody. You have to put a stop to that because they won't let you do that to them.
That's right. Anybody in the chat room like to call in? You can call in on the phone and join the conversation if you don't want to use the StreamYard link. We have a number that you can call in, and everybody will hear you. So, yeah, that is very important. And then my conclusion is to this is, yes, it is hard, okay, to learn how to love yourself once you realize you're not doing that. And it's hard to, if it was always hard for you to speak up, it's time to speak up now. You understand? If it was hard for you to express your feelings, it's time to express your feelings. And sometimes instead of causing a bunch of drama in a situation, find a way to walk away and disappear. Especially if you don't, to learn not to go back in that situation. You know, often we always try to blame the other person, but we actually need to blame ourselves. We have 2 feet, 2 arms. We have everything we need. We could pack our stuff and leave.
Exactly.
You're only staying there because you don't want to be by yourself. And key thing, learn how to be by yourself. Spend time with yourself. Meditate. Love yourself. Take long showers. Oil your body deeply when you come out. You can do that. Take little teas. Do little spiritual healings. Like, we need that. Get massages, you know, on a regular. I get massages. I get 2 massages a week, okay, because I want to just release stress. I don't want to build it in. I don't want nothing building up. So I always try to find things to pamper me. You have to pamper yourself. Love yourself. Go to the spa by yourself. Instead of giving your boyfriend your money this week, go to the spa and treat yourself. To a massage, to your feet getting done, your nails getting done. You know, don't forget about you. Okay? Whoever you are, man or woman, don't forget about you. You need you and keep going on loving those people. And once again, if they're not good for you, find a way to walk away. Because it'll be better to walk away and spend time with yourself. Listen, take a year off for you and yourself. Stay away from everybody. Just tell them you're doing some spiritual healing. And find out what you like, what you love, what you tolerate, and what you don't allow. Find out. Make a list. Go ahead, Picasso.
But no, but also listen, and for all the listeners who are listening, listen, taking time to pamper yourself also means not waiting on people to go out and do things
with you.
You understand
Key
what I'm saying?
word.
Pampering yourself means, guess what? I'm going to take me out to the Cheesecake Factory and get me something to eat. Maybe I'm going to have a little bit of dinner and a face of cheesecake. See, those things like that, because what happens is you stop being codependent on needing somebody, and you're starting to be dependent on needing yourself. And y'all got to understand that. You have to go out for ice cream cone. You understand what I'm saying? Go out and get an ice cream cone. You'll be fine. Things like that. These little things, yes, they may seem like little and childish. And it may take you back to your childhood. Sometimes it does that to me. But I will go out and buy myself an ice cream cone very quickly and enjoy that like the fat kid who loved cake. Because at the end of the day, it's a little pampering for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Little things mean a lot when you're treating yourself. Especially when you're used to doing everything big for everybody else, you just want something small, minute, quaint, something that's adequate just for you. Sometimes you have to do those small things for yourself and those big things for yourself. Trust me, you'll thank me in the end.
Yes, let me shout out some of the guys in the Best Kept Secret right now. We got DJ Noodle 56. Hey, DJ Noodle, how you doing? DJ Noodle might be with us next week, Thursday. DJ G Papa Smooth, shout out to you. DJ Half Pint. Shout out to DJ 40 Ounce. And shout out to DJ Jazz, DJ 007. At the Best Kept Secret Network. You guys can go there and see the show, go join the chat room, and come every day and listen to some hot music from the DJs. Yes, Picasso. So we want to go into our second topic, and we're gonna leave learning how to love yourself, and it may coincide a little bit depending on what topic our co-hosts pick here. So yeah, so please, if you listening to the show tonight, I hope that this really helped you a little bit, or help you to at least reorganize and rethink the people you have in your life, and rethink and see how much love you're surrounding yourself with from you. Okay. And once again, learn how to be by yourself. It's okay to be by yourself. You could do that for a year, 2 years, 3 years, just to learn and see what you want. Then I don't know what's going on. Something happened and knocked us all the way out. So we're back. Sorry for the inconvenience. Yes, so we're back with the topic. Sorry guys, something knocked us out. I hope y'all heard us when I said it. Yeah, so something knocked us out and I'm back. Yeah, so that was, I hope we got the conclusion to that topic out. And yeah, we're back. We had a glitch, y'all. We had a glitch.
Yes,
so we're back.
Yes, we did.
So our next topic, we had a list of topics that we wanted to make a second topic. Picasso, which one you want to talk about tonight?
Okay, so now, my $1 million question, all right? And I guess and I'm going to take it from the female perspective tonight, but I'm still going to be a dude on this one, because of course I got to be a dude. So listen, right? I have a question, right? Why do younger women prefer older men? Okay? Why do we... listen, and I got to ask this because you know what's funny about it? I get older chicks that won't even look my way. But a young chick will mess with me all day. Why is that? Why do young chicks prefer older dudes? That's what I want to know. Why do y'all young chicks prefer older dudes? Why do the older dudes prefer the young chicks? And vice versa. Listen, and before anybody act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about, let's totally be honest with each other. Okay? When you were young, you like, if you were a guy, you were young, you like older females. If you were a female, you were young, you like older dudes. Did you ever think for your split second, you don't want somebody your age or older? Some of y'all like to go back to being young, to whereas I get a lot of head up from young chicks. I'm 45. I think I look good for my age. I get a lot of head up from young chicks. But for me, it's to whereas, like, I like a female around my age because we have more in common. But I see a lot of guys nowadays, they go for the younger chicks. Why is that? Why do the young chicks decide that they want to deal with the older guys? Do they got daddy issues? Like, what could it be?
I think some of them think they'll take care of them, you know?
So it's for the pension check.
Maybe.
I mean, let's leave it above. It's for the pension check. Why do young chicks be so quick to flock to older dudes? Because what? The older dude is set up. He's been in life. He got the car, the crib, the house, the job, the pension coming in. Is that why they want to fuck with older dudes?
I think it's for security. And
so it's for
maybe yeah, because a lot of young women didn't have daddies at home. So depending on what happened to them in life or experiences they had growing up, they want to be with older men. Some of them just had noticed their dad always took care of them, and maybe their dad dated younger women, so they grow up thinking it's okay to date older men. And some people, I think that's just, they like older men.
Yeah, but you like seem like what you said. You said it could be a security thing.
Yes.
Okay. Like don't get me wrong. Like me, I listen. When I got to a certain age, I didn't mind dating an older woman, right? Because I felt like she had her shit together.
Mm-hmm.
Today's older women, and I'm gonna get a lot of blows for this one, and a lot of y'all gonna hate me on this, but fuck it, I'm going in. Today's older women, they don't want no relationship. They want companionship. And I know there's a difference, so please let me break down the difference. See, this is why I can explain more so why older guys will go for a younger female. Because with a younger female, you're going to get sex. And good sex, the way you want it. You're not going to get that bad shit. With an older chick, man, she don't want to do nothing. She wants you to be a companion. She wants you to go out with her like y'all in a relationship. Do the relationship thing. Go places like you, a couple things like that. But when you get home, you sleep in your bed. I sleep in my bed. That's what a lot of times I see from a lot of older females.
Because I think older females, right? I think they've been through it, especially if they had kids and the kids is grown and stuff like that. They probably been through it all in life, and they just feel like, oh, I'm working all day. I have what I need. All I really need is somebody for his companionship. You know.
Yeah, but guess what? You got cobwebs on that pussy. You don't want the dust knocked off the pussy.
Just the language. You got to put cat or something like that. Okay.
All right.
Well, it don't. Okay, cobwebs. I don't know why people call it cobwebs. I call it just well preserved. Okay, it's not cobwebs. Okay, it's just you. There's so much out here going on that some women will have the cobweb situation because they're very picky. You understand?
Get out of here.
Yes.
Picky on what?
They're picky. They're picky. They don't want to just do it with anybody. And some people, they've probably been through experiences that if they did get sexually active with somebody, the person got upset. So now they want to take their time on how they do things. You understand? It's a lot of situations that women have to go through out here, especially to be with somebody that they could say, damn, I could chill with them. Everybody has a motive to a woman. You understand? That's been working hard and keeping her stuff on lock and key.
Listen, that sounds so nice and so cute. But let's be real. Listen, that's best on it. Let's be real. What the hell are you saving it for?
It's not saving it. It's not.
Wait. You want to be picky. The time to be picky was when you was in your 20s, in your teens, in your 30s. When you 50, ain't no time to be picky.
Why is no time to be picky? Why? Please. There's women that's 50 that look like they 35 nowadays. We could be picky.
And guess what? Wait. Now, guess what? If you look like that, then yes, you can be picky. But most of these women don't look like that. They done ran through the mill, ran through the block, and when it come down to it, they want to sit there
and you know what? Then after those women right there, that you're talking about, right? That's a certain group of women. There's probably a bunch of them out there like that. You understand? But you have to understand, once them men ran through them, now you're trying to go find a younger chick because this person is no longer holding it the way a younger chick will probably hold it because she done been ran through. Like a lot of women got to go get reconstructed sometimes, you understand? Because they've been ran through. And there are a lot of women who were taught at a young age not to get ran through. You understand? And those are the women that are being cheap and stingy. And they're the ones well preserved with the cobwebs. You understand? But she's being picky because she still feels she can ace her husband or something. You understand?
Okay, wait. Being picky, like today's women nowadays say that they want a boss, right? I hear it from the young chicks. I hear it from the older chicks.
You gotta be a boss. You gotta be a boss to get a boss.
First
I
off,
feel like you should be.
No. I don't know who told you that.
No, I'll take that back. Listen, some guys want their chick to be a boss. Some guys just want their chick to be a housewife. Okay? Most bosses want you to be a housewife.
What makes a boss?
A man that's established in his own business. He owns stuff. He's running things. He's
okay. So guess what? If you want that,
he could take care of you.
All right, watch this. So if you
unlike a man that's working at McDonald's or working at a certain other job.
What's wrong with working at McDonald's?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, this is how they think. If it was a guy that looked good and he's working at McDonald's, they wouldn't talk to him. But if he looked good and he was coming from Wall Street, they would talk to him. Do you understand? They're going by the job. They're saying that person.
But guess what? He wouldn't talk to them.
Yes, he would.
He wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. Want to know why? Because guess what? A boss does not have time to sit there and play games, especially a male boss with a woman. Want to know why? Because he's going to tell her what it is, and that's it. All the headaches and stuff like that, he can get that from anywhere. He can just pay a chick some money. She can do what he needs done. Then he's back to business.
And just like a woman can do the same thing.
I agree. But two bosses, I can't see get together because guess what? A boss
You can't
does not
see
need
two
another.
bosses to get together?
Hell, but in a relationship, they're never home. They're never going to be home. They're never going to have time for each other.
Well, it
One's trying to
depends.
make the money
It
to run a
depends.
company over here, and one's trying to make the money to run a company
But
over
if
here.
you married,
Which means,
you
guess
merge.
what?
If you
You'll never be
married,
home.
if you married and you come together in a business, it's different. You understand? So it's different ways it could work.
But guess what? Marriage is a business.
Yes, it is. And that's another key thing that you said right now. Marriage is a business nowadays. It always was in certain areas of different nationalities, but not all nationalities is like that. That's what you got to remember. Everybody has a different nationality. Everybody's brought up a different way. Everybody have their own rules in they tribe. You understand? So it can't go for everybody. Some women are raised from a different tribe just to be housewives, just to give birth to kids. Like some women in Africa, the Jewish women, they're only made to have kids. There's really no intimacy, from what I understand. When they're making, there's no making love. It's just making babies. Right. You understand? And in Africa, and some places in Africa, they cut the clitoris off so you don't have any feeling. You understand? So some of us are very lucky. You know that the tribes we're from, they don't do that. But our tribe, we believe in getting married. We believe in building and getting businesses and being together and having intimacy and passion, where other tribes are not like that. So that's where it's a catch-22 at. Everybody don't think the same because they don't live the same. Some women are bosses and they don't want to be a housewife. Some women was housewives already and became bosses, and men want to turn them back into a housewife, and they're not willing to do that because they love being a boss.
Okay, yeah, well.
You know, but yes, I believe two bosses, if they work together and under the same company, they can make it. Depending on how much they respect each other. Because at the end of the day, it's about respect, okay, and morals with some women. You know, some men feel like because they're in the industry, if they have a girlfriend, the girlfriend shouldn't have a problem if he's sitting around a bunch of women every day. I understand that's your job, but it's a way how you carry yourself around these women. You know, if a woman is coming on to you and you playing along with it, that is disrespect to your wife. Because you clearly know that
I agree.
You clearly know you're not supposed to be doing that. And a man want to say, "Oh, she's trying to control me." No, I'm not trying to control you. It's about respect. If you go work, if you work in, you leave the office at 9 p.m. at night, your work phone should be off. Nobody should be calling you during the time 11 to 3 a.m. that we're chilling. That is disrespect. Because a man wouldn't want that to happen with a woman's phone. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That is disrespect. So it's relationships are not working because it's lacking respect. Okay?
You're absolutely right.
People are lacking respect for each other. Women want to get married for clout because, everybody in my family got married, so I want to get married. Okay, now you get married. Everything is upside down at the house, but on the internet, you're making it look like everything is fly.
Exactly.
Because you just married for clout. To me, because now your husband is miserable, the kids is miserable, and you're miserable too. Because
exactly.
you
and a
lack,
lot of people do it just for that.
Yeah, because you lack respect and integrity on why you did what you did. Why did you pray for that and now you're mistreating it and you're not giving it any respect? Women nowadays, some women want to be housewives still, and they expect their man to do everything. But this is a new type of era. Women are getting up and going out there and working. They're getting their own businesses. They're taking care of their families while their husbands are out working as well. Do you understand? So a woman to tell a man or her husband, well, I'm only going to work for 6 months. Well, who's supposed to help with the rest of the bills? Because obviously your husband's not making enough to keep everything afloat.
But guess what? He could be making enough to keep everything afloat to where you have women that just want to go out there and contribute, which I don't think is anything wrong with that. Because I mean, if you got it, why not? If you're gonna help your husband or your husband's gonna help his wife, why not do that? But nowadays, it's not like, guess what? You have a lot of these people out there like that. Nowadays, it's a lot, and I'm going to put it where that. It's younger people. They feel like, yo, listen, take care of me. You'll hear them say it. And it's mostly women. I'm going to put it like that. It's mostly women that go like,
and I'm sorry to tell you, that's another catch-22. Is part of their generation, because a lot of mothers who were born in the era when my mother was born told their girls not to come home with a wet thing and no money in their pocket. Basically telling them, it's if you go out with a dude, he has to give you money for you being with him or chilling with him.
That's one.
But then you turn it. Now you turned your daughter into what? / a prostitute. That's what I call it.
Well, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
When they were saying that pertaining to one guy. If you were dating with one guy, make sure he took care of you. Nowadays, these saying they ain't no one guy. They dating 50 dudes and want money out of all of them. Let's be real.
I think if a girl like dating an older guy and her potential her goal is not to marry him, she's just using him.
And that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of times nowadays, that's what's going on. It's whereas if an older dude wanted somebody younger, guess what? These young chicks be like, "What you got for me?"
That's right.
And they feel like that the older generation can't get it like that. But I don't need you need me.
That's right.
Because if I'm not paying your bills and I'm not putting money in your pocket,
but a lot of ways that girls were raised, foster system, molestation system, all type of stuff drives women into different categories of situation, and we have to really look at that as well. You understand? And excuses for them, but sometimes how you were raised is all you know until somebody teach you better. Do you understand? Not all parents teach their kids the right thing to grow.
I agree.
And then it starts with home. It starts where it's all the seed was planted at, and that's where they inherited that from. Sometimes, I know a young lady that her mother told her at 14, that in order to have money, she had to go out there and basically sell her behind. You understand? And this girl has been locked in that for her whole entire life, from the time the mother told her that. And she feels this is how her mother taught her, and this is how it should be done. We got these I see young ladies that I know that I've been around, I probably teached, and did all type of things with, where they gotten older and now they're on this show called OnlyFans. They on the OnlyFans sites doing all this stuff, and it's like very disturbing because they're selling themselves short because of how they were raised. They're selling themselves short because of what their parents taught them, that they thought was right, and it wasn't, and that's the hardest part right now for a lot of these women growing up, what they were taught at home. And the best thing for them to do is find a new and better path, relearn what they want to be and who they want to be, and reinvent themselves, and get rid of the habits that their parents taught them and create their new habits, and create it through the next generation, new habits to structure the family and break that cycle. You may not be able to break the cycle with the whole generation of your family, but at least you could start. And when you start, it can continue then it'll become your legacy. All right. So everybody needs to learn how to have respect for each other. And that's what's important, man. And if you don't know how to do that, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't, because a lot of relationships lack respect Women get married, and once they get that paper, it blows their head up. Then they feel like when their husband tell them to do something, the husband's trying to make them obey something. No, sometimes you clearly was not ready for that situation. You clearly didn't know what you were stepping into because you weren't ready for it. Okay? And, hey, tonight's topic was learning to love yourself. And why do younger women want to date older men? If your goal is not to marry him, hey, I guess he's just your sugar daddy. All right. So anybody have any topics they would like to talk about, they can email me, Global Music Entertainment. That's Global Music, ENTINC, at gmail.com. You can check us out on The Best Kept Secret. You can find us on YouTube, Global Music Entertainment, Inc. So I want to thank everybody that's been watching the show, everybody that's been tuning in. And I really like to thank everybody for their support and everything that they do for us. And shout out to our sponsor, Chrysalis, doing her thing. Quick break, and I'll be back.
Another room taking up space. It's just
Hello, everyone. Hi. Welcome to the Man of Excellence. I would like to thank my mommy, Coco, my mentor. She's my everything. And she made this possible for me on the stage tonight. And I'd like to welcome all the honorees. Welcome to the second annual Man of Excellence. My name is Sakari, and I'm about to perform for you 2 songs, and hopefully you can preview my video that just got released today. And the song is called What Am I Doing Here? It's a production. What am I doing here? How did I get this far? How did I get stuck in your corner, stuck in your corner? Yeah, what am I doing here? How did I get this far? How did I get stuck in your corner, stuck in your corner? Yeah, everyone's doing fine. But what about me? In prison, it's been about 10 years. I sent letters home just about every way. And my children, they're missing their mom. Yeah, they're missing their mom. And now they're calling Melton. I'm running. When I get there, not a letter for me, no, not a letter for me, no. What am I doing here? How did I get this far? How did I get stuck in your corner, stuck in your corner? Yeah. What am I doing here? How did I get this far? How did I get stuck in your corner, stuck in your corner? Yeah, I'm standing here on this corner. I'm selling my body for money at the age of 15. But he said I could be rich, put all my money in his pocket, and it's not mine. I feel as if I can't walk away from him. I feel as if and I wonder how did I What am I doing here? Stuck in your corner, stuck in your corner. What am I doing here? Yeah. Got me sick. I'm feeling neglected by the outside. Ooh, it got me sick. I'm feeling neglected by the outside. Ooh, it's got me sick. I'm feeling neglected by the outside. Ooh, it's got me sick. I'm feeling neglected by the outside. So tell me, what am I doing? Stuck in your corner, stuck in your corner. What am I doing? Can't do stuck in your corner, stuck in your corner. Thank you. I get like that one. A little more patient before I go. Turn it up. Yeah, a little bit. What am I doing? Yeah, stuck in your corner, stuck in your corner. Next song is Crazy. You ever be crazy in love and inside it has you crazy? You look gorgeous on the outside, but nobody knows what you're going through. On the inside, right? Crazy, please. I hope you guys are ready. Turn it up for you a little bit. Go crazy, crazy. Ooh, you know the love it drives me crazy. I really wanna be your lady. You know I wanna be your lady, yeah. Ooh, you know the love it drives me crazy. I really wanna be your lady. You know I wanna be your lady, yeah. The mood you got me in has me feeling a different type of special. You don't look at the way you look at me. You make me feel like I'm the one. Cause really you on my mind. Sometimes I even want to call you, but I can't find the strength within myself to say the words to you. You know, you're driving me crazy, crazy, crazy. You know, you're driving me crazy.
down the street, and your eyes lock into mine. Every night I lay my head on my pillow. You know your love it drives me crazy. Let me just say, let me just say crazy. You're driving me, you know it drives me crazy. I really wanna be your lady. You know I wanna be your lady. Yeah. Oh, you know your love it drives me crazy. I really wanna be your lady. You know I wanna be your lady. Yeah. Here we go. The mood you got me has me feeling different. Your hand so strong, your love so strong. I always find myself thinking about you. Look at me, look at you, look at me, look at you, baby. Baby, love you drive me crazy, crazy. You know it's driving me crazy, crazy. You know. Oh, you know your love it drives me crazy. I really wanna be you know it's driving me so it drives me crazy. Thank you. We want to show you a quick preview of the video crazy whenever they're ready up there. Thank you. Once again, you guys can find me on Sakari Music. Google Sakari Music. Thank you.
Fucking Robitussin. I don't know why this shit got me lazy right now. Yeah, can't do Percocets in my leg. I'm turning one, trying to live it up. Yeah, right, baby. Ooh, yeah, ride it, ooh, yeah. Bring it over to my place and do it like, baby, who cares? I know you care. Bring it over to my place. You don't know what you do to me. Your body like it speaks to me. I don't know what you do to me. Your body like it speaks to me. Oh, yeah.
I'm back. YouTube wanted to just go ahead on its own way. Yes. So tonight's show, I hope it helped out some people, and I hope everything is going good. Hope we didn't ruffle no feathers. So next week topic is we're gonna have 3 different topics, and we're gonna have a panel of men and women on the show. So I hope you guys will join us. and for a great show with Real Talk After Dark Radio. Shout out to the Best Kept Secret. Shout out to Mr. Wise. Shout out to YouTube. You guys can check me out there on Global Music Entertainment Inc. You can go to the Best Kept Secret Radio Network.com and you can join the chat room for our shows every Thursday. Shout out to DJ Will Jazz for allowing us to do this and make this platform available for Global Music Entertainment Inc. to promote artists and promote what we do. We have slots open now for artists to get interviews. Yes, there is a fee to get your interview. So you guys can email me at globalmusicinc@gmail.com. Please excuse the background noise. And yeah, send us your music, send us your bio, tell us about you, and send us the links to your video. Artists, please, when you send your link to the video, please give us the name of your videographer. I do not always read the small print on the video, and I don't want nobody coming for me when I shared a video on my platform because they recorded or they were the one who produced the video that the artist was in. So artists, please be courteous and shout out your producer of your video when you do come on the show for your interview. Okay? We did a show a year and a half ago, and somebody came for me last week and said I didn't give them credit for the artist video that I played on my platform. Well, my bad. I'm a one-man show, one-woman show, and I only have co-hosts. I don't have nobody working with everything else in the back. But yeah, I don't think it's my responsibility when an artist is sharing a video for me to shout out the person who produced the video, especially if they're not managing them. But my bad if I feel that way and you don't feel the same. But it's my platform and I can do what I want to do. And if I feel it's too much for me to go through it, I think the artist should shout out everybody who had partake in their project to becoming an artist. Yes, I'm Suki Sook. This is Real Talk After Dark Radio. Once again, we're on Global Music Entertainment Inc. And want to get a word from our sponsor. And then we're going to be out. Okay. And thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Hey, what's up? This is Suki Sook. Some of you may know me and some of you may not. But for those of you who do know me, I'm back. Real Talk After Dark Radio, your host Suki Sook, where the community and the unsigned get shot.